Hey everybody out there, you're tuned in to 91.8 The Fan. You're in my corner and I have a very special guest in the corner. Would you like to unveil your not so secret identity?
Sure. My name is Jen, and I am the community manager of Cards Against Humanity. And I'm here to talk about the game and one of our newest project, the Science Ambassador Scholarship.
Now, just so the fans know a little bit more about you, how did you initially get involved with Cards Against Humanity?
Yeah, so I was hired as Cards Against Humanity's first ever employee 2 years ago. And the job kind of fell into my lap in like this beautiful, amazing way because I was really interested in comedy writing. And of course, I love games. And I did a lot of blog writing, and a couple of the Cards Against Humanity original creators read my blog and were interested in having me do more writing for them. So now, 2 years later, I do a lot of our copywriting. I also manage our inbox and our social media and our customer service. And I do a little bit of event planning, like I plan some game nights here in Chicago, where we're based.
Fantastic. And so that shows the fans too that you were a fan, just like us. And that's really interesting though to hear how you got involved with the project. But you did mention the science pack, which I really want the fans to know about because they can go get the science pack right now
Yes,
on the website, and I believe all the proceeds go to the scholarship.
absolutely. Yeah, this is, in my opinion, one of the coolest things we've ever done. Probably the best thing we've ever done. So in April, we released the Science Pack, which is a 30 card expansion that we co-authored with uh, Zach Wienersmith and Phil Plait. And we knew right away that we wanted the sales of the Science Pack to go to some kind of nonprofit that was related to science. And we did some research and we couldn't find any organizations that seemed exactly right for us. So we decided that with the funding we hope to get, directly funding and education would actually have the greatest impact. And then we targeted the scholarship toward women in particular, and that was a pretty obvious decision for us. A few creators of the game have backgrounds in science, and underrepresentation of women in STEM fields is a pretty glaring problem. And even beside that, everyone at Cards was fortunate enough to receive a college education. We're not as dumb as we look. And now we hope to make the opportunity of college education available to someone else.
No, I think that's fantastic, and I think that really opens the doors for a lot of people in a subject that they might be apprehensive to approach.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, Cards Against Humanity is a popular game, and we wanted to use our platform to do something really cool. And as I said, this is one of my favorite things we've ever done.
Yeah, it's interesting too to hear about the differences in terms of gender for certain jobs. For example, my roommate works in software, and he is always telling me how most of the females that he works with are actually in HR or PR. They're not actually developing or coding like he is, which is kind of a shame. So I always love to hear about these sort of things.
Yeah, it's a huge bummer. And, we're not going to like fix this huge glaring problem because it's so widespread. But if we can like put a little dent in it in STEM fields, that would be so awesome. I hope we can do that.
Yeah, definitely. I've linked this in the live chat for any of the fans that are curious about the scholarship, and I highly recommend checking that out and sharing it with your friends and family. You never know, you might
Please do.
yeah, you might help somebody.
Mhm.
And it's funny too because you guys just keep. It seems to me like you guys keep pumping out expansions because all of my friends have the bigger blacker box, and I'm like, is that everything? And then somebody pulls out like three more expansions from their pocket. I'm like, okay, is that everything? And then there's more. So.
Right, right. We have a lot of stuff in the works. And I think people are surprised to learn that writing the cards is actually super tedious and difficult. Like you said, we were pumping out expansions, and we kind of are. But whether it's writing the cards or copywriting the website, which is more of what I do, it takes hours of fixing and editing. And I've written a few cards, but I don't write them as like my main job. And I don't envy that job. It's like pretty sad how long it takes to write a single card to make it fit into the game.
No, I can understand that because especially with testing too. I mean, you're adding more and more cards, so you want to make sure it works with all of your cards to a certain degree. I mean, not all of them can be winners, but you want to try, and so I can't imagine how many times you have to play to get the right combination of cards.
Exactly. Yeah, playtesting is huge for us. We have them all the time. And it's becomes pretty obvious when a card is crappy if it just doesn't suit the game.
Hmm. I mean, but yeah, I believe there's the like one through six expansions, and then the Science Pack, the '90s pack, and then the holiday packs, which have come out 2012, 2013, 2014, and I believe those profits are donated to charity.
They are, yes. They're all donated to different charities. The first one, the 2012 holiday pack, is money goes to the Wikimedia Foundation. We also give all profits to donorschoose.org, which is an amazing website that you should check out. It's how it's I don't know if you're familiar, but how it's set up is classrooms around the country set up kind of like little mini Kickstarters, like if they need a new computer or if they need calculators or a set of books, give money directly to those projects and help out a classroom. It's really awesome, and all of our profits go to funding projects. And we also give money to the Sunlight Foundation, which is an awesome organization that helps promote transparency in government, which is more exciting than it sounds, I promise. It sounds boring, but it's very interesting.
Well, thank you for explaining Donors Choose because I wasn't familiar with it, and I kind of wish my schools had that because in Vegas, I think we were rated like 48th worst like school system or something in Nevada. I think it's pretty bad. But yeah, I think that's really cool to know about. So yeah.
Yeah. Donors Choose is an amazing site.
Yeah, once again, linking that in our live chat for anyone who's interested and wants to donate and get something out of it too. That's the bonus part.
Mm-hmm.
But so one thing I mentioned before we came on air is moments of getting kind of immersed in this game and like they stick with you because they're so funny. And we have nights where we play the game. All of the staff members play it, and we have rules where even if you can see the cards, you have to read out all the answers. And I can't remember for the life of me what it was anymore, but I remember laughing so hard, just laughing straight for like 30 minutes. And then there was this big laugh, and I took a swig of water, and like, I think I put water down my lungs. And I will always remember that.
Oh man, I'm sorry we almost made you drown.
It was actually a little bit scary like a few days later because like 3-4 days later like I'm like, oh my god, my throat still hurts. What did I do to myself?
Oh my gosh.
But it was so funny. So it was okay.
Well, I'm really glad, and I'm really sorry to hear that.
I'm sure I'm not the only Cards Against Humanity injury that's ever happened.
Yeah, we get emails from people that say they've like peed and pooped themselves while playing the game. And I'm like, I'm really sorry. I don't know what I can do about that.
How do you even respond to those sort of emails?
It kind of depends. Like we do really ridiculous customer service stunts. Like if someone says they peed or pooped themselves, we'll probably send them in the mail some diapers or just really stupid juvenile stuff like that. Because like who wants to get that in the mail? But too bad you emailed us, so you're getting that in the mail.
That's fantastic. I feel like if you get emails from like girlfriends who want to beat up their boyfriends, you get them like one of those blow up beat 'em up sticks.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I'll make note of that.
Because there's I think the last time I played Cards Against Humanity, it was we had to make up like our answers, and we had to make them up in pairs, which was the weirdest thing. I've never done that before, and some of them were so good, and then some of them you were like, man, I really wish I actually had the card because I can't think of anything.
Oh, like you wrote blank cards in pairs, like with someone else?
Well, technically, me and my partner were like trying to figure it out on our phone.
Okay.
Like texting to each other so nobody else would hear it. But like other people were just whispering like, but yeah, everybody had to make up their answers. We didn't actually have any cards to do it. And this was at a convention. I believe this was Tri-Fi. And our host for the night was John St. John, Duke Nukem, and Kieran Strange, who's a musician. So they got to choose which answers they liked. So how do you appeal to the voice of Duke Nukem? You try and be as raunchy as you can.
Right.
But yeah, there are times where it's just impossible to think of a good answer.
Right. I was just thinking, I've actually never, I've heard a lot of different ways people like remix the game for fun, and I don't think I've ever heard of that. That's pretty genius. That sounds really hard, thinking on the spot like that.
It was, but a few people had a few drinks, not myself. I don't drink, but but there were some where it's like, oh, I've got this, and somebody came up with something a little bit better, and I was like, no, it was so smart. Like, you actually kind of feel hurt about it because you come up with it. It's not just, hey, I've got this hand of cards and this is just what I have to work with. So
yeah, that's super interesting. You get to do a little comedy writing yourself.
yeah, exactly. And sometimes it fails miserably.
Yep, like all comedy writing, sometimes it fails miserably.
Exactly. But for all the fans out there, I want to give you guys a little bit of time to head to their store and pick up some new packs and check out the scholarship. So we're going to take a short break here on 91.8 The Fan, but don't go anywhere because our special guest is in. Keep it tuned to your favorite station where we play everything you want and nothing you don't. Hey everybody out there, you're still tuned to 91.8 The Fan. You're in my corner and my special guest is still here, alive and breathing.
I am here.
Breathing is always a good thing, yes. I've actually had people, in my live chat, behind the break being like, what are you doing to those guests to make you answer the questions? And it's like, nothing. I swear to God. But for the fans out there, I know a lot of them really enjoy the game. And I know that there's a whole lot of interesting ways to play it, not just with the cards. There's places online and things like that. But to keep up to date with what you guys are doing, where can they keep track of that?
Oh, yeah, it would be great. If you're interested in learning more about what we do or like upcoming events or new expansions or whatever, you should sign up for our mailing list, which is just at cardsagainsthumanity.com. And we don't email very often because who likes to get spam? But all the important stuff will come through that mailing list.
Awesome. And I know that you guys have a Facebook, and I believe you guys have a Tumblr as well.
We do. Yes, we do have a Tumblr. It's cah.tumblr.com.
Yeah, Tumblr is like the big thing right now, so I always like to, if you guys have it, I always like to promote it. And I'm not sure about Twitter.
We do have a Twitter. I was actually just trying to remember if our Twitter is CAH or Against Humanity. And it is CAH. Look at me. I'm so good at my job.
That's actually probably why I couldn't find it with the Google search.
Oh, good.
So
great.
You're not the only one. But no, now I have that pulled up as well, so I'll make sure to link that to the fans. It's okay because 61K other people found it and I didn't, so.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Still, if I manage our social media, I should probably know what our Twitter handle is called. All right, see, got it. I'm not going to forget now.
Perfect. But for the fans out there, we have a 91.8 The Fan tradition that we ask everybody, whether they're a voice actor or not, and I was wondering if you'd be willing to participate.
Participate in what? Oh gosh, I'm so excited.
Basically, we just ask if you could do a radio bump for us, which is basically just say a line for us.
Oh, I'd love to.
Awesome. Well, you can, if you screw up, it's not a big deal, and we can do multiple takes, but we basically ask if you could say, hello, my name is, you insert your name, I do this, you can put whatever you want there, and you're tuned into 91.8 The Fan.
Okay, so that was, hello, my name is, I do blank, and you're turned into 98.1 The Fan?
91.8.
Oh, sorry, yeah, don't want to get that wrong.
No, you're good. I've had voice actors who have been in the business for 20 years still flip the numbers, so you're all good.
Oh, great. Oh, that makes me feel better.
But yeah, whenever you're ready, the floor is yours.
Okay. Hello. My name is Jen. I do poop jokes, and you're tuned into 91.8 The Fan. I think I should do it again. What do you think?
If you want to expand on the poop jokes, that's fine with me.
Okay. Hello, my name is Jen. I do lots of poop jokes, and you're tuned into 91.8 The Fan.
That one was perfect.
Oh, okay. Man, even that sentence is harder than it would seem. Wow, voice acting is really difficult. Good for you guys.
It's a little bit of training, but once you get used to just talking people's ears off, it just kind of becomes natural, and then you just don't shut up. Um, but for the fans out there, I know that you plan events for on The Office, but do you ever go to events where the fans can, interact with you guys or play with you guys?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so if you're local to Chicago, you should go to cardsagainsthumanity.com/Chicago and sign up for our events mailing list, and we'll email you like every 2 weeks with cool stuff we're doing. But if you're not in Chicago, hope is not lost because we do a lot of other shows. Our next one is at Gen Con, which is in Indianapolis at the end of July. We are doing a big concert comedy special, and that is concertagainsthumanity.com. We also go to other conventions like PAX, Penny Arcade Expo. We go to PAX East, PAX Prime, and maybe someday we'll go to PAX South. I'm not sure. But again, if you want to know where else we're going, you should sign up for our mailing list or go follow us on Twitter because we'll definitely post there where we're going.
Fantastic. And for the listeners out there, is there anything else you want to tell them? Any words of wisdom, dating advice, predictions for the end of the world?
I just want to apologize for my game. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm not kidding. I want to stick with that. I'm very, very sorry for any awkwardness Cards Against Humanity has caused you and your friends, and I hope it was enjoyable nonetheless.
It's not so much awkwardness as it makes me think that I'm in fifth grade again. Like I can giggle,
Oh,
like I'm a
that's
kid
good.
again, because generally when somebody makes a distasteful joke, I'm at the point where I'm like, oh, I didn't find that funny, but when Cards Against Humanity is on the table, suddenly it's funny.
I'm really glad to hear that. I'm glad our game makes you feel like you're in elementary school again. There's something really nice about that.
Well, I think that's for a lot of people. I don't think that's just me because I feel like it's I guess kind of an environment that the game kind of brings, or a mindset that it puts you in.
I think so too. It kind of gives you permission to loosen up, relax, especially with people you don't know. I think Cards Against Humanity is a super good icebreaker game because it makes everyone just enjoy laughing with each other.
Or it makes somebody. I gotta seek out that one person who put that card down because I gotta beat you up.
Yeah, that's true. Definitely, that's true too. Can I ask you what your favorite card is? Can you say that on air? I'm just curious.
Oh gosh, I'm not sure I can.
Yeah, probably you shouldn't.
Oh, actually, I can remember one of my favorite combination of cards. And I can say this one on air. One of the
Okay.
Within like the first week of playing, my cousin introduced me to the game a few years ago. It was like, what does old people smell like? I think it is. And my response was a sad birthday party. And I always love that combination because it's kind of true, but it's kind of... Sorry, old people.
Yeah.
Um,
No, there's some truth. There's some truth in that combination. Some sad truth. I like that.
there's like some dark humor there, but at the same time, all you can do is like imagine an old person with like a skew, like birthday hat, and like the single candle, very
That's the
unenthusiastic.
saddest.
I don't
Someone
know.
should draw that.
For me, I find it really entertaining. It's like Grumpy Cat, but grumpy elder at a birthday party. So, my dark humor shows. Sorry.
Yeah, absolutely.
But no, thank you so much for coming on air and talking about the game. We really enjoyed having you.
Yeah, thank you so much. This has been awesome.
And for any of the fans out there that missed any of this interview, don't fret. You can find it on the website within the next few days. So keep your eyes peeled to 918thefan.com and your ears tuned to 91.8 The Fan, where we play everything you want and nothing you don't.